there, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Linda, this is Dexter, and I'm excited to share with you today my meditation room. The home that we just built and moved into a couple months ago has 3 bedrooms. So we have our primary bedroom, we use one for our office, and then we had an extra room to do with as we please. The future plan for this room would naturally become a nursery when that phase comes in our life. But in the meantime, it didn't make sense for me to have just an empty room, a space that just kind of accumulated stuff. So we have chosen to convert the smallest bedroom in our home into a cozy Zen meditation retreat. Now, it's been obviously a couple months since we've been in the house, and honestly, this room really took some fine-tuning. It took us some time to figure out what was going to be in here, how we were going to best utilize this space, and pick and choose the pieces that were cozy, welcoming, enlightening, and also leaving the room very useful for whatever it is that we do. So I want to talk about some of the key things that we've done to this room to make it comfortable, to make it usable, and how we've created a space that is cozy and zen for us. So let's start this mini tour. So we really wanted this room to serve a few fundamental uses. First and foremost, we wanted a quiet space where we could get away, maybe sit and drink coffee, sit down and enjoy a good book, but just a place that has no screens, no devices, though there is a Google Nest up here, but just a quiet space in the home, separate from everywhere else, that we could just come and enjoy a little moment of peace in our day. So to be able to come in here and do a little bit of yoga or take a moment to sit and meditate. So this room really needed to do it all. It also serves as a room for extra storage. So we do have things, and if you've seen my declutter video, you know we've gotten rid of a lot of things, but it's a place where we store the crafty stuff like the sewing machine, where we store things like the yoga mats, foam rollers, some art that still needs to find a home, and then a few other random things in the closet. This room is not done. There are still some really cool makeovers that are coming in the future. One of them being this Calyx IKEA unit. I'm not going to share too much of the details, but we are going to be painting it a different color and really upscaling it into something a lot more beautiful, just because this piece has been owned by Jason for many years and it's seen a lot of wear and tear. So there are some beautiful things coming as it relates to that piece. So let's talk about a few things that we chose to include in this room that were absolutely fundamental in making this space the Zen retreat that we needed it to be. So the first thing that this room absolutely had to have was a really cozy chair. This chair here, this chair is from IKEA. I'm not sure what it's called or how much it costs. I'll see if I can track it down and put it on the description below. But we essentially found this chair for free. Someone from our old apartment complex had basically no longer wanted it and had put it aside for anyone to take. And we loved the style of it. We loved that we were able to take the mesh off and throw it in the wash, especially having a dog who likes to climb up here to look out the window. So we grabbed it, and it's really nice. It's super comfortable to sit in. It almost has like a hammock base to it, so it really feels like you're floating when you sit in it. And I think for seated meditation, it's amazing. Along with this chair, we also included some nice fluffy pillows and some cozy blankets, because that's what speaks comfort, is textures and textiles and warmth that just add a different depth to the room. As a plant lover, it really was essential to me that we add as much greenery as we could into this room. For me, being that we live in Canada, going outside and grounding in the wintertime is just not a thing. It doesn't make sense. You'll literally freeze to death. But being able to bring some of nature back into our space by having a bunch of plants, that just screams Zen to me. So this room has a really healthy amount of plants, and likely more to come in the future. But we have a pothos here, a baby snake plant here, some ferns, another tiny pothos. Not 100% sure what she is. And then we have Betty the Bop over in this corner. Having a bunch of plants in the room just makes me happy, and in a space that is zen and meditative and relaxing and calm, that was a must-have to just bring a little bit of nature indoors. A meditation room would obviously not be complete without a stack of yoga mats and foam roller and a meditation pillow. Having these pieces in here really ties together what we wanted the room to be. So being able to come in here and do a stretch or look up a YouTube yoga class, having everything ready to go and available at our fingertips makes it so much easier to use this room for its intended purpose. On top of that, we've also made some space to include a few other helpful tools. We have a massage gun for sore muscles, some lacrosse balls wrapped up in a sock to make a peanut, which I actually use to stretch out and help realign my neck. Otherwise, I get crazy headaches between chiropractor visits. There's my mask in here because we don't have blinds up yet in the room. It's something that once this unit has been refreshed and remodeled, that we might invest in it at that point. Then we also have our vibration machine. This unit Jason uses every single day. He finds that it really helps with shaking off the sleep, so it gets motion back into your body. It helps loosen up the joints. It helps get things flowing a little more naturally so that he is not sore every day, especially being that we work at a desk, we're sitting a lot, or on days where he does go to the salon and is standing for 16 hours. It really helps relieve a lot of the muscle soreness and cramps from that. A few other really key pieces that we chose to include in our meditation room was different tools that are just simply available to help bring calmness, realign with your intention, set goals, anything like that. We've also included in the room. If you're looking to do a meditation room in your space, obviously it's going to be different for everyone based on the practices that you enjoy or even the faith that you hold in terms of what might be valuable and important to you in your meditation space. So for us, here are the few things that we have in our room to help us find alignment going into our day, or to just come in, unwind, and relax. So first things first, our bookshelf in the office was looking a little bit crowded, so it felt really natural to me to take some of the books that are more in line with abundance and manifestation and spirituality, and move them into this room so that they're available for us whenever we need it. One of my favorites is this Book of Awakening. It is basically a daily excerpt that you can read on a different topic for every day of the year, and then it comes with meditation prompts. So for someone who struggles to meditate, because I can't just sit there and think about nothing, having something like this to help give me inspiration going into my meditation on things that I can reflect on and grow and journal on even, really helps me commit to the practice and get the fulfillment from it that I want. We also have some other fun things in the room that are just calming, maybe distracting, that kind of disconnect you from a really busy day. One of them being, we have adult coloring books and some colored pencils so that we can just come in here and do something quiet, disconnect from our screens for a little bit, and just unwind. We also have the word board here, and while it makes for a really cute decor piece, I also find that just simply like going through the letters and spelling out a different quote is relaxing, and it is zen. So if I feel like I need to be productive but also unwind, I'll come in here and change up the board, and it's really just peaceful, calming, but also pretty to have up there. A few of the things that we have in the room that are intentional is a lot of lighting. So we have a big corner lamp, we have a beautiful globe salt lamp, and then we also have this beautiful selenite crystal that lights up in this other corner. The lighting that we also have above the chair has smart bulbs in it, which we can then choose the color, the brightness to create the mood in here that we want. And then lastly, the newest thing that we have added to this room was actually based on a class that we did recently. We registered and attended a cacao ceremony and singing bowls healing meditation. One of the things that I really got out of that ceremony was the idea of creating an element altar to really connect with the earth and connect with self and deepen the intention that we set for ourselves every single day. So I created a tiny little elemental altar for Jason and I so that we can, really reconnect and bring more peace and zen into this space. So essentially what the altar, whatever you want to call it, is it brings in all four elements. So we have some water, fire in the form of a candle, which smells like sangria, and it is amazing, and it smells so good even not lit. So I really enjoy that. We have a stone for earth, and then I have a incense stick for wind. So it's a wind tool. Eventually I plan to replace this with a feather, so I'm working on, having a feather appear in this office. Somehow we're going to come across a feather, and then we'll be able to add that in place of the incense stick. And then from there also, I have a personal tarot deck. This is just a deck that I had manifested. It was one that I had dreamed of the colors and what the cover looked like. So it was just wild and crazy when I found this deck, and it's one that just resonates with me. The messages that come through really speak to me. They seem to come up exactly what I need to hear when I need to hear them. So this deck sits right here next to the altar. And then it's just a nice little memento of reminding us where we came from, so that when we're setting our intention for the day, we have that little reminder to just take a moment and breathe. I hope that you have enjoyed this mini tour of our new meditation room, and I hope that it will inspire you, if not to create a Zen room in your house, maybe it's to create a calm little Zen space where you can sit down and unwind after a really busy day. So if you enjoyed this video, please go down below, hit the like button, subscribe. I would love to have you here for all of the videos in the future. I'd also love for you to share a comment. Let me know your favorite space in your house where you go to unwind and relax and just find that small moment of Zen in your day. I can't wait to have all of you join me in the next one. I'll see you later. Bye.